Something never felt right about it.
For this list, we're looking at the most exciting horror movies slated to be released sometime in 2020. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10, Antlers. While sequels and remakes tend to attract the most hype, certain filmmakers can conjure up excitement by simply being associated with a project. As one of Antlers' producers, Guillermo del Toro has gotten people talking about this supernatural-themed horror film. The Pan's Labyrinth filmmaker is not the only reason to look forward to Antlers, as the film is directed by Scott Cooper, who's amassed a solid track record with projects like Hostiles and Black Mass. Based on a short story called The Quiet Boy, Antlers looks to be a psychologically driven, gore-filled horror fest that won't be quickly forgotten.
Daddy?
Number 9, The Grudge.
Looks like we got another one.
Do you think that the body we found's related?
Although the Ju-On franchise has continued to produce sequels, the American version hasn't seen a new entry since 2009's forgettable The Grudge 3. That is set to change right at the start of 2020, with the Grudge reboot looking to give the franchise a new lease on life. A January release date is not normally that encouraging. Nevertheless, The Grudge has some impressive cast and crew names attached to it, including director Nicholas Pesci, who already has 2 intense horror films under his belt. The premise remains largely unchanged, with Kayako seeming primed and ready to terrorize a mother and her son.
Mommy? What's going on? What's wrong?
We need to leave right now.
Number 8, The Organ Donor. Saw's yearly release schedule during the 2000s caused the series to burn out, with the only new entry in the last 8 years being Jigsaw.
The games have begun again, and they will not stop until the sins against the innocent are atoned for.
Even if it is difficult to get fired up for the 9th movie in a series, the fact that comedian Chris Rock came up with Saw 9's story and is part of the cast is unquestionably a curveball. Not to take anything away from the generally pretty good acting in the previous entries, but the Organ Donor's cast is shockingly impressive for this type of horror film.
Game over.
Who could have envisioned Samuel L. Jackson appearing in a Saw movie?
Why are you mocking me when I am genuinely, to the best of my ability, trying to help you?
Number 7, The Invisible Man.
Someone's sitting in that chair.
Universal Pictures' Dark Universe got off to a bit of a rocky start, but hopefully The Invisible Man can finally do justice to the classic monster movies it pays homage to.
Hello?
Loosely based on the H.G. Wells novel and the 1933 film adaptation, 2020's Invisible Man seems to be trying to create a more personal modern interpretation, with Elizabeth Moss's Cecilia dealing with a horrible ex-boyfriend who may or may not be deceased.
He has figured out a way to be invisible.
Director and screenwriter Lee Winnell, who penned several Saw and Insidious films, adds further credibility to the project, especially after 2018's stellar upgrade. Number 6.